Have you ever wondered what makes the bond between a parent and a child so special and unique? This bond, a mix of love, care, and understanding, is deeply rooted in one fundamental element: trust. Trust is the invisible thread that weaves together the fabric of the parent-child relationship, creating a safe space for growth, exploration, and connection. Consider the world from a child's perspective. Everything is new, exciting, and sometimes a little intimidating. A child looks up to their parents, trusting them to provide security and comfort in this vast, unfamiliar world. Parents, in turn, trust their child to communicate their needs, fears, and joys. This mutual trust forms the basis of a healthy, secure attachment. Dr. John Gottman, a world-renowned psychologist, has extensively researched the role of trust in relationships. His studies highlight the importance of trust in the development of secure attachments in children. According to Dr. Gottman, when a child trusts their parent, they feel secure and loved, fostering their emotional and social development. Trust doesn't stop at providing physical needs and safety. It extends to emotional availability, honesty, and consistency. When a child trusts their parent to be there for them, not just physically, but also emotionally, they learn to navigate their feelings and build resilience. Similarly, when parents trust their child, they empower them to make decisions and learn from their experiences. This trust fosters independence and self-confidence, equipping the child with the tools to face life's challenges. But here's the catch. Trust isn't built in a day. It's a journey that starts the moment a child is born. It's built through thousands of interactions, each one an opportunity to demonstrate love, understanding, and reliability. It's in the small moments, a soothing lullaby, a comforting hug, a shared laugh, that trust is nurtured and strengthened. As we delve deeper into this topic, remember, trust isn't built overnight. It's a journey that starts the moment a child is born. Stay with us as we explore this incredible journey of trust between a parent and a child. Did you know the process of trust building begins as early as infancy? Indeed, the early years of a child's life are crucial for developing a strong sense of trust. It's during this time that the groundwork for future relationships, both personal and professional, is laid. Erik Erikson, a renowned developmental psychologist, proposed a theory of psychosocial development that includes 8 stages, each marked by a specific conflict. The first stage, which occurs during infancy, is called trust versus mistrust. It's in this stage that the infant learns whether to trust or mistrust the world around them, and this sense of trust, or lack thereof, is primarily influenced by the child's caregivers. Imagine a newborn baby. They're entirely dependent on their caregivers for their basic needs: food, comfort, cleanliness. Each time these needs are consistently met, the infant learns that they can rely on their caregivers, that their world is predictable and safe. This is how trust is built, one fulfilled need at a time. On the other hand, if the infant's needs are not consistently met, if their cries are ignored or their discomfort is not alleviated, they learn that their world is unpredictable and unsafe. This leads to mistrust and can have a long-lasting impact on their ability to form secure relationships in the future. It's essential to understand that trust building during these early years is not about being a perfect parent. No parent can respond to their child's needs promptly and perfectly all the time. It's about being good enough, being responsive most of the time, providing consistent care, and making the child feel secure and loved. Trust built during these early years extends beyond the parent-child relationship. It forms the basis for the child's interaction with their world. A child who learns to trust their caregivers is more likely to approach the world with confidence, curiosity, and a readiness to engage with others in a positive way. In essence, the early years are a critical time for trust building. The consistent care and responsiveness from parents can help foster a sense of trust in children, setting a strong foundation for their future relationships. Those early years are the stepping stones, setting the foundation for a lifetime of trust. Adolescence, a time of turmoil and transition, but did you ever think about its impact on trust? Yes, adolescence is a stage that comes with its own unique set of challenges. The dynamics of trust between a parent and child can take on new shapes and forms during this period. It's not uncommon for parents to feel a sense of disconnection as their child navigates this new terrain. Drawing upon the research of Dr. David B. Pillamer and Dr. Sheldon H. White, we see that trust during adolescence is not a lost cause. It's a delicate balance, a dance between granting freedom and maintaining a safety net. The key here is open communication and understanding. When adolescents start to push boundaries, it's often not because they want to break trust, rather, they are exploring their independence. They're testing the waters of adulthood, while still needing the security of parental guidance. In this dance, trust can feel like it's in a state of constant flux. It's not necessarily that trust is disappearing, but rather it's evolving, it's growing and changing, just like the adolescent. A significant part of maintaining trust during these turbulent years is empathy. Adolescents are experiencing a whirlwind of changes, physically, emotionally, and socially. As parents, it's essential to remember what it was like to be their age. Open communication is also crucial. Parents should encourage their teenagers to express their thoughts, feelings, and concerns. It's an opportunity for parents to listen, really listen, and show their child that their perspectives are valued. Trust during adolescence also means allowing mistakes. Adolescents are going to make mistakes. It's a part of growing up. When parents respond with understanding and guidance instead of anger and punishment, it strengthens the trust between them and their child. So, when the waters of adolescence become turbulent, don't panic. Remember, your child is not trying to break your trust. They're testing it, they're learning from it. They're figuring out who they are and where they fit into this complex world. Remember, a teenager's rebellion is not a rejection of trust, but a test of its strength. What happens when the cord of trust snaps? It's a question that might make you shudder, but it's one that needs addressing. Broken trust can have far-reaching consequences on a child's development and their future relationships. Now, we're not saying that every little mistake will shatter your child's trust in you. It's more about patterns of behavior that show a disregard for the child's feelings and autonomy. Dr. Laura Markham, a highly regarded clinical psychologist and parenting expert, sheds light on the repercussions of broken trust. According to her studies, children who experience broken trust early in life may carry those wounds into adulthood. They may struggle with insecurity, anxiety, and relationship issues, often rooted in their early experiences. Think of trust as a safety net. When it's intact, children feel secure enough to explore the world, confident that they can return to the safety of the parent-child bond whenever they need. But when that safety net tears, the world can suddenly seem a much scarier place. This fear can manifest as anxiety, a constant state of alertness as the child tries to predict and prevent future hurts. Insecurity is another common consequence. If a child feels they cannot rely on their parent, they may question their worthiness. They may think, if my own parent can't be trusted, then who can? This self-doubt can undermine their confidence and self-esteem, affecting their ability to form healthy relationships later in life. Broken trust can also impact future relationships. Children learn about relationships from their parents. If they grow up in an environment where trust is frequently broken, they may come to view this as the norm. This skewed perception can lead to a pattern of dysfunctional relationships in adulthood. Broken trust can leave scars, but it's not irreparable. With patience and love, trust can be rebuilt. It's important to remember that everyone makes mistakes. What matters is how we respond to them. If we can own our mistakes, apologize sincerely, and make a genuine effort to change, we can slowly but surely mend the cord of trust. So how can we mend the broken bridges of trust? It's a question we often find ourselves asking when trust is damaged in our relationships, especially with our children. To rebuild trust, the first step is maintaining consistency. Consistency in our actions, words, and behavior is key to rebuilding a secure base. It's about showing up when you said you would, keeping your promises, and being a stable presence in their lives. Open communication is another vital component. It's about creating a safe space where your child feels comfortable sharing their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or punishment. It's about listening more than talking, understanding more than advising. Empathy and understanding go hand in hand with this. It's about stepping into their shoes, trying to see the world from their perspective. This not only helps us to better understand their actions and reactions, but also communicates to our children that we value their feelings and experiences. These strategies are not just based on theory, but have been backed up by research. In fact, Dr. Robert Epstein, a renowned psychologist, conducted extensive research on effective parenting strategies. His findings highlighted the importance of these very elements in establishing and maintaining a healthy parent-child relationship. But remember, rebuilding trust is not an overnight process. It requires time, patience, and a lot of understanding. It might be tough, but the reward of a strong, trusting relationship with your child is invaluable. In the end, remember, trust is a two-way street. It requires effort, patience, and understanding from both sides. And remember, it's never too late to start building or rebuilding that trust. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.